Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. What you're hearing in the background, this is the F Models. And the song playing is Nobody Loves Me But My Mom. Great stuff from Cleveland, early 80s. F Models, great stuff. Turn this down. So today's video is going to be 15 albums from 1981, and I'm going to be featuring some new wave and some punk and just regular rock and roll. So I'll jump right into it. And up first, this is Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll. It's her first album after she left the Runaways. Had a big hit with the song I Love Rock and Roll. She also did a cover of Tommy James and the Shondells' Crimson and Clover, which was really good. And other songs on here like Victim of Circumstance is good, Bits and Pieces, really good. You're Too Possessive, Love is Pain, all great stuff from Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I Love Rock and Roll. And up next, this is Bauhaus, their second album, Mask. This is goth rock, of course. There's songs on here like Hair of the Dog, The Passion of Lovers, Of Lilies and Remains, Hollow Hills, Kick in the Eye, The Man with the X-Ray Eyes. It's all like dark themed lyrics. And just generally goth rock, you know, kind of a downer sound to it. But yeah, I love Bauhaus. It's a great band. But yeah, Bauhaus, Mask from 1981. And up next, this is the Cramps, Psychedelic Jungle. This is their second full-length album. By this time, Brian Gregory had left the band and he was replaced by Kid Congo Powers. And yeah, this is fantastic. This is my favorite Cramps album. Just so good. Songs like Green Fuzz, Goo Goo Muck, which has become pretty popular since the Wednesday show featured it. Rockin' Bones is a good one. Voodoo Idol. Primitive is another great song on here. Don't Eat Stuff Off the Sidewalk. Jungle Hop. The Natives Are Restless. Yeah, great stuff. I saw them for this album in a small, sweaty basement club in Cleveland, and it was one of the best concerts I ever saw. But yeah, great stuff from the Cramps. Psychedelic Jungle. And up next, this is Echo and the Bunnymen, Heaven Up Here. This is their second album. Pretty good stuff. Kind of post-punk, new wave, whatever you want to call it. But great guitar work from, what is his name? Will Sargent. Yeah, Will Sargent, guitarist on here, but great stuff. Songs like Show of Strength, With a Hip, Over the Wall is a great song. It Was a Pleasure, Heaven Up Here, The Disease, No Dark Things, Turquoise Days. Great stuff from Echo and the Bunnymen. And Heaven Up Here, their second album. And up next, this is the Gun Club, Fire of Love. This is their first album. This is probably a reissue from maybe 1982, but this originally came out in 1981 and it had a different cover to it. But man, this is fantastic. I love this album. I love this band. It is so good. Song like Sex Beat is good. Preaching the Blues. She's Like Heroin to Me. For the Love of Ivy, which was dedicated to Ivy Rorschach from the Cramps. Ghost of the Highway is good. Jack on Fire. cool drink of water, all great stuff. What they did though was they took like old blues songs, like rural blues songs that was originally done like maybe in the 30s and the 40s. Like, for example, Preaching the Blues, I think, is one, and Black Train is another one. But they took these old songs and they punked them up, and man, they're so good. But yeah, great stuff. The Gun Club, Fire of Love, their first album. And up next, this is Mission of Burma, Signals, Calls, and Marches. This is their first record. It's an EP. Contains a song, That's When I Reach Out, or That's When I Reach for My Revolver, which was covered by Moby, of all people. But yeah, that's a great song. Other songs on here, like This Is Not a Photograph, Fame and Fortune, All World Cowboy Romance. But yeah, this band from Boston, they were kind of experimental. They used a lot of like tape loops and special effects and stuff. But yeah, this great stuff. If you don't know about Mission of Burma, check them out. They're a great band from the 80s. Like I said, post-punk, experimental, just great stuff. Mission of Burma. And up next, the Psychedelic Furs, Talk, 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 their second album. This has their hit Pretty in Pink, but although I don't think it was a hit until after the movie of the same name came out later on in the 80s. It kind of revived interest in the Psychedelic Furs. But yeah, this is a great album. I saw them for this album at Cleveland Agora, and it was a fantastic show. This was the original lineup of the band when there was like 6 people in the band, and they had a sax player. But yeah, this is so good. This song's like Pretty in Pink, of course. Mr. Jones is good. No Tears, Dumb Waiters, Into You Like a Train, I Want to Sleep With You, All of This and Nothing. This great stuff from the Psychedelic Furs. Fantastic new wave, post-punk, whatever you want to call it, but just really good stuff. The Psychedelic Furs. And up next, this is the Ramones, Pleasant Dreams. This is their 6th album, and it was produced by Graham Goldman, who was a songwriter. He was also a member of 10cc, but in the 60s he was a songwriter mostly. I think he was in a band too, but I'm not sure which one. But he wrote a lot of songs for other people. He wrote Heart Full of Soul for the Yardbirds. That's one of them I can think of. But yeah, he's a great songwriter, and he produced this album. And it's a pretty good album. Songs they do like We Want the Airwaves, All Quiet on the Western Front, The KKK Took My Baby Away, which was written by Joey, and it's kind of a veiled thing about how Johnny took Joey's girlfriend away from him, and that's what is the basis of that song. But yeah, other songs like It's Not My Place, She's a Sensation, You Didn't Mean Anything to Me, Sitting in My Room, all great stuff from the Ramones. When this album first came out, I think a lot of people dismissed it, but it's a pretty good album. It's like kind of poppy at times, but yeah, great stuff from the Ramones. Pleasant Dreams. And up next, this is David Byrne and Brian Eno, My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. This is an experimental album with Eno doing like tape loops and synthesizers, and There's a lot of like African rhythms on here, which would later turn up on well, actually no, it's like Remain in Light, Talking Heads album came out before this. That was 1980. This is 1981. But this has a similar sound to Remain in Light. But yeah, it's great stuff though. It's songs like America is Waiting, Help Me Somebody, The Jezebel Spirit, Moonlight and Glory, A Secret Life, Mountain of Needles. It's really good stuff. Not your typical Talking Heads or Eno album, but like I said, kind of experimental, new wavy, African rhythms. It's great stuff. My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. And up next, this is The Cure, Happily Ever After. What this is the US version of their second and third album was released as a 2-record set. And the albums are 17 Seconds, and the other album is Faith. And Faith is the one that came out in 1981. This one, they put out both albums in the US in 1981. But yeah, it's got some great songs on it. On Faith, The Holy Hour, fantastic. Primary, Other Voices, All Cats Are Gray, The Funeral Party. At this time, this is like early Cure, so they were still in their like depressive mode. Where it's singing, their music was like more kind of just slower and they hadn't gotten to that poppy sound yet. They were experimenting more with like a goth sound. But yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy this album. I like both the albums in here. But yeah, great stuff from The Cure. Happily Ever After. And up next, this is the Teardrop Explodes, Wilder. This is their second album. This is really good. Julian Cope is just like exceptional songwriter. He just writes these fantastic songs. Songs like Bent Out of Shape, Colors Fly Away, And the Fighting Takes Over, Passionate Friend, Tiny Children, Pure Joy, The Great Dominions. Yeah, all of it's really good stuff. Kind of new wavy with touches of psychedelia to it. But yeah, great stuff from Julian Cope and the Teardrop Explodes, Wilder. And up next, this is The Wall of Voodoo, Dark Continent. This is their first full-length album. This is kind of like a synth pop almost, but with a darker element to it. Like songs like Back in Flesh, Me and My Dad, 2 Minutes Till Lunch, Crack the Bell, Good Times, Animal Day, This Way Out. All pretty good stuff. Electronic, kind of synthy. There are some guitars in here. But yeah, these guys would go on, I think with their next album, they would hit it big with Mexican radio. But yeah, this is their first album. Really good kind of synthesizers, guitars, new wavy, just really good stuff. Wall of Voodoo, Dark Continent. And it's a few more here. Up next, this is Gang of Four, Solid Gold. This is a British press, original press from '81. These guys were kind of one of the first punk bands. Well, not really one of the first, but they had like a political leaning to them. to some of their songs. Songs like What We All Want, If I Could Keep It For Myself, Why Theory, Cheeseburger, The Republic, A Hole in the Wallet, and He'd Send in the Army. But yeah, kind of new wave post-punk, choppy guitar sound to it. But yeah, overall it's a pretty good album. I really like this band. The Gang of Four, their second album, Solid Gold. And up next, this is the Wipers, Youth of America. It's Greg Sage on guitar. This is fantastic stuff. This punk and grunge. This is a big influence on Kurt Cobain and a lot of other bands in the grunge era of Seattle. But man, this is so good. Songs like Taking Too Long, This Can Be, Pushing the Extreme, When It's Over, No Fair, and 10-minute epic of Youth of America. It's great stuff from Greg Sage and the rest of the guys in the band. This is a Jackpot reissue from 2007. But yeah, this originally came out in 1981. But great stuff from the Wipers. If you don't know about them and you like the grunge bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and all them, check these guys out. The Wipers, Youth of America. And the last one here, this is Agent Orange, Living in Darkness. This is really good. It's a punk, and it's got kind of a surf guitar sound to some of the songs. They even do covers of a couple of surf rock songs like Miserlou and Pipeline. But some of their original songs like Too Young to Die, Everything Turns Gray, The Last Goodbye, Bored of You, Bloodstains, A Cry for Help in a World Gone Mad. But yeah, great stuff from Agent Orange, Living in Darkness. It's pretty good stuff. So there you go. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks to everyone who subscribes. Thanks to everyone who leaves comments. And be sure to tune in next week because I'm going to have all new vinyl finds. And I got some pretty good stuff. So be around, tune in to check that out. So I guess that'll do it for this week. I hope everybody's enjoying great music and having a good weekend. And we'll see y'all later.